Hello listener, today we are going to discuss about rational numbers and their decimal expansions. Okay, rational number. Suppose one number is there. Okay, number is divided into 2. Okay, you can write the numbers with decimal point. Okay, with decimal point, without decimal point. There are two methods in which you will write your number. Okay, with a decimal point and without decimal point. Okay, with decimal point or without decimal point numbers you can write it. Just take an example of without decimal it is your integers. It is your integers with a decimal point. There are so many methods. Okay, there are different methods you can write your numbers with decimal point. Just take 1.2, 1.1212 dot 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 means some number is there, it's never ending. Then 1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 dot dot dot. Okay, after point you will see some decimal places. Okay, this is decimal. After point, whatever the number you are seeing, that is your decimal places. After this point, if any number at decimal places ends, this type of number is called as terminating. Okay, terminating means the number is ended here, so it is called as terminating. So it is called as terminating. It is called as terminating. See your next number 1.1212. 1212 is repeating again and again means, and you see the dot 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 means it is non-terminating, means the number is not ended. So number is in continuation. So this kind of number is called as non-terminating. It is also called as repeating. You see the repeating numbers again and again, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 so on. This is also called as recurring, means the same number is recurring again and again. The same number is recurring again and again. Next, see third type of number. You are seeing 1.2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It is also a non-terminating number. Non-terminating number, but it is not repeating because number is changing 2 3 4 5. It is also called as non-repeating. It is also called as non-repeating. This terminating and non-terminating type of numbers is called as rational number. Rational number. And is your non-repeating type of number is called as irrational number. Irrational number. So our next topic is rational number. Our topic is our next topic is our rational number and its decimal expansion. And two things you have to keep in mind in your rational number concept is which number is terminating, which number is non-terminating. What is rational number? It must be in P by Q form. Rational number must be in P by Q form and Q should not be equal to 0. It must be in P by Q form. If Q is 0, it becomes your integer. It is a normal number it becomes. So what is your rational number? It must be in P by Q form, and it must satisfy what condition? That Q must not be equal to 0. Two things you have to keep in mind in rational number. For terminating, rational number is divided into two. Terminating number and non-terminating. Just you have to keep in mind when numbers are terminated, when numbers are non-terminated, but you should not use long division process. Okay, two things you have to keep in mind, whether to find out terminating number, non-terminating rational number without using long division process. Without using long division process. How you will find whether a number is terminating or non-terminating? For that you have to go through the theorems. Okay, let x equal to p by q be a rational number. What I said, that what is a rational number? It must be in a p by q form where q is not equal to 0. Just take example. Let's take one example. Let x equal to 3 by 20. So you have to find out whether x is a terminating or non-terminating number. And we have given one example. We have taken one example, 3 upon 20. If you are using division process, 23 is divided by 20. 0.0 will come. 21s are 20. What is the remainder? 10. Decimal is there. You are adding one more 0. 25s are 100. You can see that you get the answer as 0.15. It means that it is a terminating number, but we should not use long division process. You should not use division method for solving this method. You should use the theorems which is given above. What is our theorem? Let x equal to p by q. Means our number is in p by q form, so it is a rational number and q is not equal to 0. What is your second statement? If prime factorization of q is of the form 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, is you have to find out the prime factors of q. What is q is here? 20. Just to find out the prime factors of 20. 2 1s are 2 10s are 20, 2 5s are 20. So what are the factors you got? 2 to the power of square int, 5 to the power of 1. It is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Is you are satisfying this condition that your denominator is in the form of prime factorization of q is of the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, where n comma m are non-negative number, means it is a non-negative numbers. By seeing thus, you can easily tell that this number is a terminating one. Terminating number. Okay, we have discussed what is terminating and what is non-terminating numbers. So we have discussed the theorem which tell us which is how to find out terminating number. Today we are discussing how to find non-terminating. What are the conditions it must satisfy to identify whether a number is a non-terminating one. Let's go to a theorem 1.5. Let x equal to p by q be a rational number. Just take an example. Okay, this is our number. Let x equal to 3 by 110. It is in the form of p by q and q is not equal to 0. If prime factorization of q is not of the form, means it should not be in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m. Just to find out the factors of q. 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are 10, 5 ones are 5. What are the factors? 2 into, what are the factors you will get as? 2 to the power of 1, 5 to the power of 1 into 11 to the power of 1. It is not in the form of 2 to the, means it is, therefore it is not in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. So, it is non-terminating number. For terminating, it must be in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. For non-terminating, it must not be in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. We do some problem so that you will get clear understanding how to find terminating and non-terminating. Okay, here some list of problems I have listed to find out whether given number is terminating and non-terminating. It is in your exercise 1.3, it's your second question. Okay, in that I have taken some problems to discuss how to find whether a number is a terminating one and non-terminating one. So, you have to see only denominator here. If the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, it is terminating. If it is not in this form, it is mean as non-terminating. Just go to the first example. Just find out the prime factors of 3, 1, 2, 5. At the end, you are having 5. Okay, better go for 5. 5 6 are 30, 5 2 are 10, 5 5 are 25. 5 1s are 5 2 are 10, 5 5 are 25. 5 2 are 10, 5 5 are 25. 5 5 are 25. What are the factors you are getting here? 13 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 by 5 to the power of 4. But here you are missing 2 to the power of n. You can write as 2 to the power of 0 as 0 only. So, it is considered as terminating number because it satisfies the condition that it must be in the form of 2 to the power of n into 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Okay, let's go for 11 by 12. What are the factor of 12? 2 square into 3. Okay, use this method for finding the factor. Whether it is satisfying the condition, this one 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m? No, it is not satisfying the condition. So, it is not in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. So, it is non-terminating. Non-terminating. Okay, just go for third one. Here already factors are there. 2 to the power of 3 into 5 to the power of square means it is satisfying condition of terminating. So, it is terminating. Just go to the last one. Here already factors are given. 2 to the power 2 square, 5 to the power of 7, 7 to the power of 5. Here 7 to the power of 5 is extra. From up to here, it will satisfy. If you are seeing this factor, it will consider as non-terminating because it is not in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m. Our next topic is terminating decimal expansion. In our previous example, we have discussed that 13 by 3, 1, 2, 5. So, what factors you got it? 2 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 5 means it satisfies the condition. 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m means it is terminating. Okay, it is terminating because q is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, where n comma m is of 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so you can say p by q, your rational number must be in your p by q. P means any number and q must be power of 10 if you are converting your number into decimal number, means denominator must be in power of 10. Okay, number by 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of n. If you multiply this, it must give you the power of 10. That is your terminating. that is your terminating decimal expansion. Okay, if your P by Q number by, if you are getting number, any number, if you are in denominator, if you are getting any number other than power of 10, other than power of 10, it will be considered as non-terminating. It will be considered as non-terminating. Okay. Let's do some problems so that you will get clear understanding of this decimal expansion. Let's do some problems. Okay. You have to write the following rational numbers in decimal form. Okay. Just find out the factors of 25. What are the factors of 25? 5 5s are 25. So 5 square is the factors, 5 square. It is a terminating, but it is not satisfying the condition, no. So we are writing 2 to the power of 0, means it will satisfy. But if you want to write the rational number into decimal form, the denominator must be in power of 10. If you are writing 2 to the power of 0 means 1, 5 is 5 to 10 you will not get it, only power of 5 you will get it. So what you have to do? You have to divide and multiply the missing number. What you are missing is 2 and the power must be same to get the power of 10. So you have to divide the missing number and multiply it in numerator and denominator. So what you will get it? 13 4s are 52, 5 2s are 10 square means 52 by 100 means you will get at 0.52. 0.52. Just go for 15 by 16. Okay, 15 by 16 means 16 you will get 2 to the power of 4. Here 5 is missing. Okay, to get power of 10 you have to compulsory write 5. Okay, but the power must also be same. So you have to divide and multiply with missing number, that is 5 to the power of 4. So you will get as 9 3 7 5 10 to the power of 4. Okay, 9 3 7 5 10 to the power of 4. What do you means? 4 means 4 0 will be there, means 4 decimal value it has to shift from right to left. How many zeros are there? 1 2 3 and 4. So how many zeros you are writing in denominator? That many places it will be moved from right to left. Okay, 1 2 3 4 means 0.9375.